This thing right here has been driving me insane. I present to you the Ninja 5 by Atomos, and how to use this thing because no one knows how to, and it's not your fault, it's theirs. Years ago when all I could do was regurgitate a bunch of Peter McKinnon videos. Welcome back to another brand new video. Welcome back to a brand new video. I somehow landed on a new hot piece of tech I could foolishly throw my money at. Gotta get the latest gear for content. Granted, I just booked a big wedding gig, so I thought I needed this monitor for the shoot. But in reality, I'm really a dumbass that should have done more research before buying anything. In comes the Ninja 5, plus a whole bunch of other stuff that you need for this thing. See, at this stage, my thought process was, I need a big monitor to see, I need a bunch of storage to record all at once without having to stop. These Sony cards are not cheap. This thing has to be worth it, right? This thing ended up being a pain in the ass. Not only was it a pain to set up, but it also made me pay for more features. Okay, fine. The gig basically paid for everything. At first I was excited for ProRes RAW, which is the thing that Atomos is the most proud of when talking about this. So excited I shot the whole wedding in ProRes RAW. But when it was time for the editing portion, I hopped on DaVinci Resolve, tried to drop in my clips, and what the fuck? It's just the audio tracks. Turns out DaVinci does not take ProRes RAW unless you convert it to Cinema DNG. I'll spare you the boring details as to why. Fast forward, I do more research, and turns out I can do ProRes HQ and edit it in DaVinci Resolve, and it saves me even more storage while only being a tiny bit less quality. Sign me up. You see, there's nothing wrong with S-Log, I just wanted to externally record to make my job a lot easier. I had to learn what ProRes even was. Turns out it's just a codec. S-Log is the gamma curve. And that's where my next problem occurred. After watching countless videos of how to set up the Ninja 5, I thought I had the right settings, until it got to the color grading part. No matter what I did, the image from the camera and the image from the Ninja 5 would never align. I would apply a simple Rec 709 to the camera S-Log footage and it worked great, but when I would do it for the Ninja 5, it looked like crap. The image didn't even look as flat as the S-Log footage. How could this be? I had all the right settings in my camera, so the monitor should be showing me what the camera is set to, right? I made test shots after test shots, trying to have both clips turn out the same, but nothing I did worked. The Ninja 5 would always have this green cast to the footage. I searched all over the web and it seems like multiple people are having this issue. Atomos just decided to make them like this, so it's not your fault. But what is my fault, and might be yours, is that for the last year or so, I've had my settings wrong. See, I listened to a bunch of YouTubers because I thought that they must know what they're talking about. Not to discredit them, but in this case, they were wrong. Here's the solution. That's it. That's the solution. Okay, to dive a bit deeper, go to the settings in the camera and make sure you have log shooting on and S-Gamut Cine S-Log on and embedded LUT off. Next, make sure you have display LUT off, because this is the issue the Ninja 5 has. Even if you have S-Log applied in the Ninja 5 on, because you added a display LUT on, the Ninja 5 will record with that LUT on. Why? I have no idea. Next, make sure to have it set to HDMI only. These settings will have the camera look like S-Log. In the Ninja 5, have the log HDR output on and set it to your camera settings from earlier. Now it should look like S-Log on the Ninja 5 and it'll record like S-Log in the Ninja 5 as well. But what if you want some color on the Ninja 5 so you know what you're filming looks good? Well, I thought by turning the display option on and showing a Rec 709 look while the Ninja 5 is native would work, but it doesn't. All it does is to give that semi-washed look and green cast to the footage. So I turned display LUT off. What about changing the monitor to Rec 709? Yeah, I did that and it looked great at first, and it was still recording the footage in S-Log until I aimed at the sky. The highlights were completely blown out. It looked like crap. The right choice is changing it to PQ. That's it. That's the solution. Hey, future me here. I want to make it a little bit more clear on what you have to do. Set your camera to log, whatever you prefer to do with log. Make sure to have display LUT off. On the Ninja 5, turn log HDR on and have those settings be identical to the log settings in your camera. Then on the Ninja 5 for monitor, select PQ. And one more thing I forgot to mention, when you dump the clips from the Ninja 5 over to DaVinci Resolve, make sure to right-click all of those clips, hit clip attributes, and on data levels, make sure to select full. Right after that, you're free to color grade it the same way you would from your camera. So in my case, now I can color grade all the clips from the Ninja the same way I would if I were to be shooting straight out of the camera. They match perfectly now. Atomos really fumbled when it comes to making this thing. They specifically said to not put it in Rec 709, but instead to PQ. That way your image looks great on the monitor while the footage is still being recorded in S-Log, and you have that flexibility in post. I have been just going about it the wrong way for a while, and I was color grading to the best of my ability when it comes to the Ninja 5. I guess there's no right or wrong way of color grading. I just wanted it to match what was being recorded like it normally would in my camera. Now, is this the true solution? I don't know, because this is as far as I've gotten with this thing. But it looks like this might be the answer to my problem all along.